Welcome to Expedition Seanest. Join us this week as we arrive back in Nassau, where Michael does another minor boat modification while being circled by sharks, and we take a short walking tour of the city from our marina.
We're going to attempt the crossing. It's a 40-mile run from the Exumas to the New Providence Island, where Nassau is, and we're going to be crossing the Yellow Bank. And they don't recommend crossing the Yellow Bank without clear skies, and we're not going to have clear skies today. And now the wind's starting to pump up, so now I'm starting to get concerned. I don't think it's going to be an enjoyable trip across to there. But we're going to give it a try, and we may have to turn around. But we've been waiting a week now here in the Exumas trying to get to Nassau, and it's just, we should have probably left maybe about 4 days ago. That was the best day, but they keep changing the forecast, and now it's starting to rain out. So we're going to pull anchor and we're going to give it a try. Wish us luck. What it is. The damn mess again. That's a tuna.
It's a tuna?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a little tuna. No, it's a jack.
Oh.
It's like a... Oh yeah, it's a jack. That's a blue runner. Okay. We're gonna let him go. Pretty little fish, eh?
Yeah, pretty fish. Great job.
Yeah.
Well done.
That's the worst of it. Now we're just going to pull this over to the dock and pull it up, and we can clean it up and try to find the leaks. And then we got to see if we can buy some more patching material, because we used all the patching material trying to patch the hole that we put in. Now we need something to patch the holes that we didn't put in here. And we have to figure out how the water's getting in here too. I'm actually thinking about I think it's coming through this. I think this is just, it's so...
I think you're sinking, man.
Yeah.
Peanut gallery comments.
Yeah. Everyone's got something to say about this. Okay.
So you're going to come up this step here?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing you're flexible.
Oh, that yoga, yeah, I do.
Yeah, that yoga you never do. The 10 minutes of yoga. So over there, I was just going to show everybody, over there is the fish cleaning station for the fishing charters that come in daily. So the bull sharks, literally, this is their home base, and the rays. And I'll show you some footage of that later.
And I'm not kidding you. I'm not saying like they're not like 4-foot sharks. These are sharks that are like the size of some of the boats. I mean, they're huge.
You don't want to fall in.
You do not want to fall in this water.
Okay. So Okay, so we'll continue this up on the dock, or
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you can swim it over there.
Yeah.
Do you want to swim it over there?
I don't think you want to swim it over. No. You know, a few bull sharks on your tail. Oh my God.
We decided to take the tender apart and attempt to uncover the mystery of the ongoing deflation problems we were having.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I never figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high.
Okay, so the floor plate that goes against the stern, there's two pieces fit on each corner, and I think this is to prevent from wearing through the PVC hull, or the bottom of it, and they both came off and were laying in the bottom. Now I actually can't find the other one, but I do have this one here. But so it's worn through. So
As a result of it coming off.
So they should, just to let you guys know, they should be glued in or something, because that just came. They both came off and wore right through the bottom of our hull. The other problem we had was with the seal. This one here, this valve here, keeps leaking on us. And now, if we hit this a few times, we can get it to stop again. But there's something in there that's preventing it from sealing perfectly.
Yeah.
But I think it's losing air again. We can't find any leaks anywhere else in the boat, but that has been a problem for us. And I don't see how we're going to fix that. The boat is a year old now, and it's just a shame, because it's still in good shape.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah. So we have sprayed soap on all the seams on this boat, and we cannot find where the leak is. But there's no cuts. There's no issues with this boat, but there is still a leak on the starboard pontoon tube on this thing. We cannot stop. We can't figure out what it is.
So it's having to be pumped up every day.
Every day it has to be. It's losing enough air that we have to pump it up every single day. It's wake up in the morning and it's almost 50% depleted of air.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is where I put my water cans. Sometimes my fuel cans go up here too. But the problem is I've been strapping it here, I've been strapping it there, and there seems to be a lot of play in it, and I'm afraid it's going to wear on the decking. And I'm also afraid it's going to maybe even fall overboard or slide this way. And if you're in a rough sea, that's the last thing you want to have to worry about, is coming up here to fix something. So I'm in Nassau right now, and I've come up with some ideas. I bought a couple U-bolts at one of the local hardware stores, and I see they have a lot of stuff here in Nassau. It's pretty good. So I've come up with this plan. But the jerry cans are roughly about 19 inches high. They're 19 inches high. So what I've done is I've decided to come 11 inches off there. I don't want to be too high, because then the bottom might buck out. If I go too low, then the top might buck out. So I'm going to kind of go somewhat in the middle. So I picked 11 inches here. 10 and a half inches actually is what I've decided on. And I'm going to do 10 and a half here. And then I've gone with these little U-bolts. They're stainless, of course. I don't know what the quality of stainless it is, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. You're in Nassau. Busy street right here. All right. this on. And I try to put the smoother edge. There's one edge that's kind of sharp, and I'm going to put the smooth edge against my stanchion. A couple of 1/4 20 bolts. There and there. And I'll tell you why I've done it like this and not just sandwich it with my flat bar, my channel there. The reason is that I don't want the sharp edge against my fuel tank, my water tanks or my fuel tanks. So I don't want to put it like this. So this is against the tanks, because you know the waves and everything will start wearing on the tanks. They may cut a hole through it after a while. So I put it this way. I mean, I don't have much of a choice. This is pretty light duty. I wanted something heavier, but you know, you got to go with what they have here. So I've gone with something like this. And so for me to put this in here, first of all, let me check my, I said 10.5 inches. There's 11. It's got to go down a little bit. 10.5, maybe a little bit more. There's 10.5. 10 5/8. That's close enough. All right. Now what I need to do is I need to put in another. First of all, I'm going to tighten this up. And of course, if you're familiar with working these U-bolts, these things just wrap around and don't give you that much strength. But I'm just interested in not going up and down. That's all. So I'm not worried about it strength this way. I got the strength. See, it's starting to wrap around it now. There you go. All right, now I put this one on. Put this one on. And the front one I left about 1/4 inch right there. Now I'm gonna put a couple of washers. I don't even have the right size washers here. I could go to the hardware and pick up some, but I'm gonna work with what I got. You're not gonna see it anyways. And what's interesting about this here, I drilled 1/4 inch holes in here, and I drilled I think it's 5/16 in here, and it just allows for some play in case I want to go up and down with this, in case there's a change in distance. Actually, that's not the real reason. The reason is because I lost my 1/4 inch drill bit in the water, and I don't want to go swimming in here because there's 10-foot bull sharks in here. And then all of a sudden they just show up. It's not as if, it's 3 o'clock, the sharks are going to show. No, it's like you be looking in the water and all of a sudden this giant, looks like a submarine, swims by the side of the boat. So we just do this. Just so you guys do understand the reason why I did this, I put other nuts in behind here as I wanted to hold this aluminum away from my stanchion. And that again is, as you know, dissimilar metals do not mix well. So you'd probably get corrosion, you'd get marks here. Whereas stainless to stainless is not going to be an issue, but stainless to aluminum is going to be. So I've just allowed a little bit of a gap there. Well, maybe I don't need that much of a gap. I don't want it to stick out too far, but maybe like that. Yeah, see, it's not touching the metal, so that looks good. It's not touching our stainless stanchion, so this should be fine. And again, the other reason is also is I want this flat edge against my fuel and water tanks. You know, it's this boat holds 34 gallons of fresh water. And 34 gallons of fresh water for Julie and I will last us 7 days, which is pretty good. But if we really want to, we do a lot of diving and spearfishing, and when Julia comes back, she likes to have a freshwater shower. We have it off the back of the boat, and rinses all the salt. Salt doesn't bother me at all. I don't mind the salt. But she definitely needs that freshwater shower. and so there's quite a bit of water used for showering, and it just means that we can be a little more not so tight with our water. You know, we can use a little bit extra for showering instead of you know having quick showers. We can have a little bit longer, make sure she gets all the salt off. And for me, I mean, if I have a shower every 2 or 3 days, I'm good, as long as I don't get too sweaty. Anyhow, so this is going to hold. So what we're going to carry with this is 15 gallons of fresh water. So 15 gallons of fresh water extra, you know, that's going to give us 50 gallons, right? 30, 40, that's going to give us basically 50 gallons of water to carry. And what's easy is I can take the water from here and I could just bring it over there, and I can pour it directly in using a hose, and it goes in quickly and easy into the tank. So those two are for here, and then we keep one in the back, and that's when we make sure it's RO, reverse osmosis water. And we put that one in the back, and that hangs on the back of the boat, and we can use that or in the cockpit, and we use that, you know, every day. We fill our water bottles. Julie and I, we both carry, I think, 3. Each of us have 3 water bottles. And all right, so there we go. I've got 2 5-gallon cans. And actually, look at that. That is not moving. I actually thought I was just going to go with the rope, because you know these things will not last long in salt water. It's already starting to corrode. You know, it's had 2 months now in salt. So I'm guessing that by the end of this trip, it won't be worth much, but it does an amazing job of holding these things steady. I really like that. I don't want it shifting around and wearing on my deck. I don't want it sliding against my bar here. And see, I'm putting a lot of pressure on. I'm glad I don't have that channel turned the other way and that cutting into the tanks. So that works really well. And what it also does is it puts the boat on balance, because I have my 9.9 on the port side of the boat, and I put these on the starboard side. And the stern is a little heavy on this boat because I've loaded it up with so much stuff for these long trips. So it's nice to get something up front here, and this is where I'm going to use it. My water fill is right there, so this is ideal. And then of course I have that one other tank that I use strictly for drinking out of. We can still drink this, but we just like to use the other water because we run that through a filter. Anyhow, that's it.
I just wanted to show you. This is what the workshop looks like.
This is what the disaster zone looks like. I lost my 1/4-inch drill bit in the water, shark-infested waters.
Yeah.
I might just dive down there and see if I can get it.
Well, maybe do it before the charter boat comes in.
You know what?
And
I could probably just buy one.
Yeah, there's bull sharks.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sizable bull sharks in this harbor.
Sizable? They're size of submarines, for crying out loud.
Yeah. Otherwise, it'd be a no-brainer. Just jump in and get it. But
yeah.
today we've made cornbread with coconut for breakfast or tea.
This recipe requires virtually no explanation. Just follow the instructions on the box. I added extra coconut extract and shredded coconut, which was excellent. The Omnia pot and jet burner worked really well, beyond my expectations for all the baking that I did on this trip.
So here's the truth of the matter. I baked this lovely cornbread with coconut this morning as a treat, and I picked up the lid, and the screw from the lid went down. Oh, I found it. I thought it went into the cornbread.
Later that day, Michael and I decided to do a short walking tour of the city on the south side of the island. What I've noticed here in Nassau is there's a real mix of the new and the old, the socially depressed, I guess, and very little grass. Grass or parks for children to run around in or for water to just drain into. Everything's concrete. So it's quite refreshing to see a park like this where it looks like there's an interesting group of kids, a mixture in age group of kids that are playing soccer. And then in the background you can see the new Superlux, Paradise Island, where they have a big amusement park.
It's crazy here.
This is the chaos of Nassau.
Yeah. It's like Miami.
Yeah, but it's like a Miami freeway, but with mega yachts.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Well, this is where Miami comes.
Yes, this is Miami's playground. But we did it.
Whew. I know. When we get out of the busy area here, we'll put the harness on.
Okay.
It's not worth doing it right now. It's too scary in here with all these boats.
It's like you feel like you're out of your completely out of your element.
Oh my God.
In a place like this.
Just nuts.
And it's got a lot of.
Like, I mean, that luxury yacht, just basically, can you imagine? Let's say you're on a freeway, and then all of a sudden a car pulls.
Transport truck.
Transport truck pulls in front of you.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just what happened. It's just like, I'm bigger than you, but you know, they should have a little more respect even for a small boat, because a small boat can still put a dent in the side of their boat. It's just, you wonder who the captain is of that boat.
Well, we've heard some conversations on the VHF.
Oh yeah.
And most people are very polite, but there's the odd.
When you get the yeah, those luxury yachts, they are a little pompous at times, and they are definitely not all of them. Some of them are great guys.
It's rare, but we have heard some heated exchanges.
Yeah, and that's mainly from the luxury yachts, not from the smaller boats.
So, saying goodbye to Nassau.
Yes.
We had a great time here and had some good rest and had great lodging at the Nassau Yacht Harbor. But it's really like any big city. It's really a city of great contrast, where you can see the old and just across the water you see the new, and
there's like sunken boats. Look at that, tugboat's sunken. There's like 3 or 4 boats right there that's sunk, and on the other side you see the $4 million, $10 million, $20 million luxury yachts. It's crazy.
Oh my goodness, what's going on here? Are they eating bait?
I don't know, but I feel like I'm in that movie, that Alfred Hitchcock.
I don't see any bait jumping.
No.
And then you see the big, huge Disney cruise ships down here. We are barely out of Nassau Harbor, and Michael's already getting the line set up to do some fishing. Hoping to catch some fish for dinner. He's a hard worker.
40. I don't know what it is. Doesn't feel very big. Oh, it's a mess. I got the other lure tangled. Look at that.
Oh no.
Oh
You want me
no.
to reel something else in?
Holy shit. Look at that. Well, I got a fish. I'm gonna have to hand bomb it in. Oh my god, what a mess. I think whatever it is cut in half by something. No, it's still full. Damn, look at that. Can you... Here, I'll just put it down here. Hang on. I'll just hand bomb it.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
You want me to open that?
No, that's okay. I just throw it all down in here. I don't know. I think it's a mackerel.
You want the bucket?
Wow, what a mess. Bucket? Oh, it's a cuda.
Ow. Want pliers?
No, wait till I get him in. Waiting to get a cuda all the way out here, huh? Whoa. There you go. Yeah. There he is. Actually, I think that hook will come out. They got really hard jaws. Just don't get your fingers near their teeth. Just a little cuda. I got it out. There. So look at this. This is what's amazing about these cudas. Look at this here. The teeth fit into the jaw. I don't know if you can see that, but there's actually holes for the teeth in the other jaw. No, okay. There. See, I don't know if you
still in the shade. There.
see that? These teeth actually fit into the jaw. That's how they mesh together. Isn't it crazy critter, eh? Okay, I'm gonna go. Here we go. Oh, what a mess with the lines.
Well, you'll be busy with that for a bit. You want me to drive again?
Well, let me get the line in here. Wow, this thing here came in handy to hold on to.
Oh, good. Alright.
Fish on! Watch you don't step on that hook, Joe.
Okay, what do you think it is?
It's probably another cuda. Usually when you get one cuda, sometimes you get others. It's hard to say. It hasn't jumped, so I don't think it's a mahi. Whoa, coming at me, I think. Either that or it came off. Oh, it's on. Maybe it got cut off by something. Yeah, it got cut in half.
Oh.
Yeah. I wonder what it is. It's not a cuda, I don't think.
Sorry, I just about stepped on that thing you told me not to step on. That's why I kind of messed up. Oh, there's a bit of a wave. Swell.
Well, maybe it does have a back end on it. Yeah, it does. Oh, I think it's another cuda or something. What is it?
A mackerel?
I don't know. It looks like a cuda. It's the color of a cuda. Yeah, it's another cuda.
Should I get back to driving?
Just hold on, hook it. You can stay here. It doesn't look like the boat's swinging a lot, but it is. There we go, another small cuda. You know, you can actually eat them when they're offshore like this. It's when they're close to the reefs and stuff that they get cicatera, which is a poison that from eating the reef fish.
But these one, I'm just not going to take the chance. But that would be a good eating size right there. That's even smaller than the other one we had. Huh? All right, back you go.
Life is a winding road.
We can actually see land now. So we've just about finished our passage from Nassau, New Providence Island, to the Berry Islands, which is directly north of New Providence. It's been just an amazing trip. We've been waiting for the right weather, and that's really what you have to do, is just wait for it. And it doesn't matter what size of boat. You know, you notice that a lot of people leave at the exact same time when the weather's good. And this boat easily handles conditions like this. You know, we've got big swells, it rolls a bit, but that's, any boat does that. You know, I was looking at we were coming out at the same time, a 45-foot trawler was coming out, and it was rolling just as much, if not more, than we were. And it's just a pleasure to be on this boat. You know, we can open up, on a day like this when we're with following seas, we can open up the hatches, open up the windows. There's no spray. You know, this boat looks as good as when we left the marina after we cleaned it. There's a bit of dirt on it. But it's been an easy trip. And very enjoyable. I've got 3 lines out right now, and I had one hit and lost it. But that's the way it goes. You know, it's fishing. This is a good area. This is part of the tongue of the ocean. This is deep, deep water. We've got, I guess we've got about another hour, maybe hour and a half, and we should be there. Let's put this at about 6-hour trip. We covered roughly 40 miles. I've been sitting up here while Julia's driving. We don't have autopilot. We just didn't have the money for that. And we don't have radar either. Didn't have money for that, but the boat does everything we need it to do. I imagine if we ever head over to the west coast, we're going to want to put a radar system on it. And autopilot is nice to have. Do you really need it? No. But it would sure be nice to be able to just leave it and maybe make a sandwich and go back to the helm. You know, the problem with autopilot is that you still have to keep an eye on where you're going. You can't just, you've got 40 miles of open ocean here. Doesn't mean you can just walk away from the helm. You still have to make sure that you don't run into a boat. And we've seen about half a dozen boats out here. And one of them was coming up on us, and you know, we had to veer to the port, and they veered to the port as well, and we cleared each other nicely. It's going to be great to get over to the Berries and get my wetsuit on and get diving again. I'm really looking forward to that. Gosh, I just love doing that. The waters are so beautiful here and clear.